Yeah, bro.
Are you struggling to start a goat project and you don't know where to start? If you do, I think this video is for you. So, ndinoti batsane how you can start a successful goat project. So, zvandoda kuti tiite, the first thing kana uchida kutanga project yembudzi that should come into your mind. Ukuda kuita mbudzi dzechii? What is the type of market that you want to target? That's the first thing. Because in goat market, we have got someone unoita mbudzi achitargeta the meat market. Then someone can start a goat project targeting the breeders market. And also someone can start a goat project targeting the milk market. So these are the major three types of markets that we see in goat project, in goat production. So if you now think about the market here, then the next thing that should come into your mind now, when you want to do the likes of the meat market, it is the game of numbers. Because for you to satisfy maybe a takeaway that needs maybe 10 to 15 goats, let's say 10 goats every week, that means in a month you have to give them 40 goats. So if we say 40 goats by 10 months, that's 400 goats in 10 months time. So market, are you able to satisfy it? Then mariacho muno Zimbabwe, especially the likes of Zimbabwe, vanhu vane maprice avo avakajaira kutenga nawo mbudzi. Mbudzi ikatodarika maprice ndio vanhu vanotanga kucomplaina zvekutodaro. Vanhu vane avo maprice. This thing has been happening for a generation. Vanhu vangodokore maprice avakamaka. Saka chimwe chezvinhu chinobva chakuaffecta into meat market. So when you want to do meat market, ideally you have to target big numbers. Saka unofanira kunge une mbudzi dzakawanda dzekuti even ukamanage kutengesa 2 goats kana 3 goats per week auzopererwe iwewe nembudzi dzacho. Then let's come now to breeders market. And tichiri pa the meat market. And the meat market now inoda a large piece of land because mbudzi idzodzo dzinoda a space to graze. Saka ukwanise kutanga mbudzi idzodzo une kana 1 hectare 2 hectares dzinokunetsa, dzinokuunzira a lot of problems my neighbors and everything because mbudzi dziri stubborn. So else unenge kuda kuita zvekudzifeeda dziri wakadzichengeta but zvinokukostira mari. Or else wakuita zvepen fattening, but it's another type of I think we are going there on another video. So now let's go to breeders market. Breeders market now, on breeders market you can have mbudzi 50 carrying capacity yako uchingo manage mbudzi 50 kana 30 dzichikuberekera dzicha say. So pa breeders market you are targeting to sell your goat to the breeders, not to the consumers vanhu vanoda kudya mbudzi. So usually mbudzi idzodzo dzine maprice ari high because munhu unoda kutenga mbudzi kana kari kahadzi, munhu iye uri kuona mari that mbudzi iyoyo, uri kutoona mari. So the more yaunotengesa mbudzi yakanaka, even maybe at $60 at $70 unotenga because uri kutenga matrades auri kutiwo ari pambudzi yako from your farm record, parecord rako repafarm. So munhu iye unonzwisisa kuti I'm buying breed, I'm buying something good. But if you want to sell that same goat for someone anoda kudya panachaura pepe, tomboitenge maybe ne over $30 to $40, unonga kutanga kucomplain. You see the issue. So when it comes to breeders market now, ukaita mbudzi dzako, tine breeds akasiyana siyana. We've got exotic breeds. You can breed those breeds, then uchitengesa, and they are expensive. Then you can also breed even traditions. Vanhu vanofunga kuti breeding chete ndeye kutora external breeds touya toma breeder chete kuno. No, if you manage to have my pure Angola goats, my pure Ndebele goats, or pure Shona, you can sell all those goats to people who need them. You can sell those goats. But ideally, right now, the market in Zimbabwe, it will favor my exotic breeds much more. So you should try consider something like my exotic breeds, whereby unongochita chengeta ma pure oro, wakuita ma cross, you have your back, a pure back of Kalahari or a pure back of red Kalahari or a pure back of Boer. Then you cross to your Mashona goats now. Then offspring ya uchaona ipapo, if one generation hiyo at least yatone a better price. Then ukaramba uchibreeder second generation, third generation, my price anoramba achikwira. So breeders market aunabasa nespace yakawanda at times, because even ukaita 2 hectares 3 hectares you can have 50 goats uchichengeta, even uchitodzifeeder food and still uchita profit, because dzagara dzine market yakadi, dzine market yakakura, dzine vanhu vakawanda vanodzida. So these are the types of market. Then the other one, not the meat market, whereby you keep your goats and you want to take mbudzi dzako kuti uende kudzitengesa vanhu vanoda nyama, vanoda mukaka. And the milk market is also on high demand. Vanhu vakawanda, they are into that, and usually you sell to my big companies. They want those money. So when you want to consider choosing a project, these are the things that should first come into your mind. So please guys, stay in touch, as I'm going to drop some lessons, free lessons each, on how you can start a successful goat project, not only in goats but in agriculture as well, because we want to modernize farming. Thank you.